are you today?
Sydney, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so
I'm
glad to hear
loving I'm loving everything. I love the little purple thing and I love the little like light there and the little board. I'm loving everything.
it. Thank you so much. I love your setup. I love your jacket. This is actually a Christmas tree that I need to take down.
No, no, no. Make it a Valentine's tree. Just make it up. Just
Exactly.
exactly. Keep going.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So to start us off, your character Rivas, he's an incredibly sinister, he's an evil genius, honestly. He's sort of the mastermind behind everything that's kind of going on with Kimi. Can you tell us a little bit about him? What's your own interpretation of him?
Oh my God. Thank you for that introduction. I love it. He's not that clever, actually. No, I'm kidding. No, he's just, he's fun. He's really fun. He is the main villain of this gorgeous, amazing movie. And he has his employees who are not very good at their job. So, of course, at the end, he needs to get his hands dirty and finish the job because basically no one is able to do it. And apparently only it'll take him to saldar cuentas. I don't know how to say that in English, but to settle things with Zoe's character.
Now, speaking of Zoe, you work alongside Zoe Kravitz in this movie. What was it like to work with her?
She's such a sweetheart. You have no idea how generous she is as a fellow actor. She's super disciplined. She's very professional, and bottom line, she's extremely generous on set, and that's beautiful because when you work with someone like that that has the same, morals and values of how to be a professional actor and how to be generous with your fellow actors on set, it makes it so easy. To be honest, she's amazing.
I absolutely love to hear that. Now, the concept of this entire film, Kimi, it's so unique. What were your thoughts on it when you first heard the premise?
It's crazy, right? If you do an experiment right now, if you grab your devices and you search a product or a service, or if you talk about that product or service, what's going to happen 24 hours after that? You're going to get a bunch of advertising, right? Like, what the hell? So of course, devices and personal assistants, virtual assistants are listening all the time. And companies take advantage of that to target market, certain things. So yeah, of course that happens. No matter the other guy saying that it doesn't happen, of course it does. Don't lie to us. But it's very relevant, and also I love the way it implemented the pandemic kind of thing, but not like in your face. It's like, yeah, it's what we've been living for the past 2 years, so might as well show it as it is. Don't make a thing out of it, but show people wearing masks and whatever, because that's pretty much how we're living these days. So
I'm so glad you brought that up because that actually gives a lot of humanism to this movie because these are things that
yeah.
we're really dealing with, which I find so interesting. How did you get into character for this role? He's very unique. He's different from a lot of your other characters.
I think that Stephen wanted a villain that could also be the CEO of a company, like with that duality that you never think that he will do what he did at the end of the movie. Spoiler! I'm not going to say anything, but or how he treats Zoe. Spoiler! I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, so Stephen wanted that, and it's that's exactly. But when you jump into a Steven Soderbergh film, the machine is already going at 1,000 RPMs. So you have to rely on your experience as an actor and just boop, jump in and catch everything on the fly. And that was fun. But Steven is a very generous director. He understands very well the creative process between a director and an actor. And at the same time, being so kind and so generous as he is, he's also very clear in his vision. He knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly the shot list he needs for the film. And he is an amazing captain for this ship. So you feel very protected as a performer to work with him.
That brings me into the whole concept of the cinematography of this film. I thought it was brilliant because it's filmed in a very unique way.
Yeah.
Do you think that Steven's creative decisions regarding that sort of influence how you feel and your perception of your character? Did you play this character differently due to Steven's interpretation?
100%. I mean, you're not going to bother the director when you're like, "Can I check the video assist?" Well, no, right? But it so happens that the cinematographer of the film is the dad of the camera operator on Jane the Virgin. So I had friends on the inside, if you know what I mean. So of course, when he showed me once or twice the video assist on how the shot looked, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing here, Mr. Soderbergh. I see you, and that really helps, to give the oomph I don't know how to say, the vibe, the energy of the character. It helps a lot.
I can imagine. And you really admit that on screen, which is something that I respect so much about you. You just play
Thank you.
these roles with all of your heart.
Thank you.
So this scene, this movie has so many hidden messages to it, which I find so interesting. What message do you think it's trying to send to viewers?
To be less connected with devices, perhaps, and be more connected with humans. Probably, I don't know. You've been to dinner parties where you're with 7 friends and all of them are looking at the phone. You're like, okay, here we are, guys. But maybe that, but at the same time, it shows our reality we're living now. It's a reality and we have to deal with it. But definitely, have you received on your device that, you average 3 hours a day? I'm like, what? I'm looking at this thing 3 hours a day? No, that's way too much. So yeah.
I absolutely, absolutely agree. And I think that that really shows in such a creative and sort of funny way. Jaime, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Kimi, February 10th, HBO Max, and turn your tree into a Valentine's tree, please.
I will. I'm so excited for everyone to see it. Thank you, guys.